Now, there's a lot of archaeological evidence of other races in Egypt, but they were there as slaves. My ancestors, not yours, so behave. Look at the skin color. Look at the texture. This was a long time ago. It wasn't no kind of mixture. You had the Bedouins. You had the Libyans. You had the Semitic tribes. The ancient Egyptians were like none of the whites. You gotta understand how it goes. And how some Negroes have froze. Some got dreads. Some got little braids on their heads. Look at Somalia. Look at Sudan. Look at the ancient Northeast African culture and how they do it, man. If the ancestors of the Egyptians weren't black, what were they doing in Africa? If the Egyptians weren't black, then who are the Nubia people and where did they come from? They didn't migrate from Nigeria, nor from Cameroon. If you think Ethiopians came from South Africa, you're a fool, a buff-fucking-fool, a stupid goon. They were there from the start, before the Coptic Christian, before the Arab, before the Libyan, before the Roman. It was started by Nubia, by Kush, by the Kushite Empire that made a push to unite both the lands, unite the lush vegetation with the sand. I'ma tell you like this. My ancestors started everything from masonry to agriculture. That's why they stayed in Kush. That's where the vegetation was, the Nubian bush. I'ma tell you like this. It goes deep like a dance, or a Nubian warrior searching for Apep in the vegetation part of the land. Why don't you get? It was the temple, before Edfu, before even Dush. It was the temple they tried to cover up, so I smoke them like the Kush. It was the temple, like Dhaka and Calabasha. It was the temple where they didn't have guns, and they were afraid of the Nubian Mantu arts that would have been at them. It comes from the dance. The Angolans taught the Asians warfare in the dance, just like the Nubians taught the Middle East. Why don't you get? It was derived from it, just like alchemy. And you get steel, just like a circle, and you get the wheel, just like a spear, and you get the kill. Why don't you get? They started off hunting fish right there in the Nile, left foot forward. The coordination is in my DNA. That's why African Americans are the #1 in sports. We don't play. It's like comparing Kimbo to a fresh fish that's gay. It's like comparing a scrap to me. It's like comparing a rhino to a flea. Why don't you get? Nature has its way. Every dog has its day, except for the one that was first. He's the one you don't forget. Like God, the creator of all that you see. The one that kept it triple, quadruple OG.